So today's video will be on bag maintenance, specifically revitalizing the water repellency of the Toshi Sling 5 liters over here. So if you've not watched our technical breakdown video yet, essentially, for this sling right here, the exterior fabric as well as the zipper, the exterior zippers are coated with or finished with a DWR treatment from factory. So they are quite resistant to water. So it makes it harder for water to ingress into the fabric or the zipper. Specifically for the zipper, the DWR treatment is also more of an impregnation than it is just a surface coating. But ultimately, these treatments do wear off over time. This is noticeable when you sort of just like pour some water over the exterior fabric. You'll notice that the water kind of clings on to the fabric and doesn't just completely bead off the fabric. Similarly, for the zipper track, you can use a syringe if you want to do so at home. If you put like a droplet of water onto the zipper track, you'll notice that it doesn't really bead up. It kind of like seeps into the zipper track, and that's when you know that sort of the surface coating has kind of gone away to a certain degree. Do note though that even though the surface sort of coating has sort of gone away, it's more of an impregnation, so it is still quite water resistant, but this is a video on more so how to revitalize that surface coating and to really make it like that extra bit more water resistant for years to come. So to do so, what we'll be using is some sort of water DWR spray. I have Nick Wax with me right here. It's a C0 spray, so it's PFAS free, so it's not toxic to the environment. To be frank, you can really just use whatever DWR spray you can get your hands on. So basically, you can just follow the instructions on the back of the bottle. There's probably going to be some instructions. In the case of Nick Wax here, I recommend to sort of saturate the entire bag by spraying it down, letting it dry or letting it sort of soak into the bag for about 4 to 5 minutes, and then using a wet towel to pat it down relatively dry, and then hanging it up and just allowing it to completely dry for quite a few hours. And then once you're done with that, the bag should be sort of quite well treated with the DWR spray overall. So yeah, let's just go ahead with the overall process. So I'm just going to use the Nick Wax here and just really saturate the entire bag with it. Just be quite generous with it and make sure you get all the nook and crannies of the bag. Make sure you get the back and the zippers as well, because you also want to treat the zippers. Alright. So once it's basically completely saturated, just hang it up, allow it to set for about like 4 to 5 minutes, and then come back, pat it down, and then hang up to dry. So we'll just cut and come back.
A few moments later.
Alright, so I've let it sit for about 4 to 5 minutes, and I'm just going to use the towel to pat it down dry. Alright, so now that it's wiped down relatively dry and it's still a bit damp, we're just going to let it hang for quite a few hours, and then yeah, I'll see you in a bit.
One eternity later.
We're back. It's the next day, and the sling has completely dried from the DWR treatment that we did. And so you can also do a test for yourself to see how effective the treatment is by once again pouring some water over the exterior fabric. You should see that the water really just like beads off the fabric and doesn't really cling onto it. Same sort of goes for the zipper track. You can use again like a syringe or a dropper, and then you can drop some water droplets onto the zipper track, and you'll notice that the water droplets also just bead up instead of seeping into the zipper track. And so this is how you know that sort of the surface coating of the DWR spray is evenly coated and is working effectively. We also do get questions as to why we're not using Aquaguard Zippers, and the main reason for it is twofold. One is the fact that we wanted smooth and quick access to all the pockets. So Aquaguard Zippers are just a bit stickier in nature, and so it's just not going to be as easy to open and close, and we don't like that. And secondly, Aquaguard zippers also have the tendency to potentially crack over time, especially in more humid climates like in Southeast Asia, and also in climates where the sun is just a bit more strong overall. So we wanted to completely eliminate those kinds of potential issues in the future, and wanted to ensure that the sling will stand the test of time. So we opted for DWR zippers, where it provides good weather resistancy while still providing the smoothness that we really wanted. And this is something that you can also you can just treat the entire bag with a DW treatment again, if you need to and if you want to. So I hope that this video was helpful in sharing some light into how to maintain the Toshi Sling 5 liters, and so that it will also serve you for years to come. Thanks, bye.